If you find that you are repeating yourself with Copilot Cowork, then these are 7 things that you need to know to customize your responses using skills. Now, this has been a highly requested feature on my Cowork tutorial, and I've been spending the last couple of weeks understanding this feature and how we can apply it practically from simple tasks to complex workflows. So, by the way, my name's Amy. Let's nerd out. Now, 2 quick things before we jump in. Firstly, to access Cowork, there are a few setup requirements. And if you don't have access to this feature, then I've included a link in the description for you to check out in a separate tutorial. Now, secondly, this video is going to walk through how we can customize Cowork with skills, but we aren't going to be covering plugins. So if you would like me to do a separate tutorial on plugins, then please drop a comment below and even include your specific use case. This can help me create a more relevant tutorial for you in the future. So, firstly, what is a skill? In simple terms, a skill is a prompt, but there are 2 main components that make up a skill. So the first one is a trigger. So when do we want to switch on this skill? Like when do we want to use it? And then number 2 is instructions, which are what should cowork do? How should cowork take action to complete this task? So in summary, a skill is made up of 2 parts, which is that trigger and instructions. Now let's take a look at how we can create a skill. So from Cowork, we can head on down to customize and then we'll go to skills. And this is where we can see all of our skills. So we'll see your skills, which are going to be your own custom skills. And then we have these built-in skills, which these ones cannot be disabled. So, this one is for managing PDF documents, Word documents, Excel. If you scroll on down, you can see a handful of skills that have been embedded into Cowork. So for us to create a skill, we can head up to add, and this is just going to start a new chat conversation with a prompt that says, I want to create a new personal skill, guide me through defining the skill, blah, 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 blah. So that is one way that we can create a skill, but we can also just start a regular new chat and say, help me create a skill for this. Now, one skill that I recommend that you create is one that I have already started over here in a previous conversation. And if we scroll on up here, then we'll see that I've said create a sound like me skill for responding to emails by reviewing the last 50 emails sent from my Outlook. Now, if you're going to try this prompt in your own Cowork environment, I would change this 50 to maybe 2000. This is just my demo account, so I wanted it to be lightweight. So we can see down here that Cowork has gone through and reviewed all of our stuff, and the final output is here. So it's saying that your Sound Like Me skill is created and scored 96 out of 100. So we're going to take a look at that scorecard in just a moment. Then here it's also just providing an honest note, which basically just says that there aren't really many emails because it is my demo account. So I would take a look at any comments that Cowork has because there might be something important in there for you to respond to. And then down below here, we have the voice. So this is going to be that key content and instructions that are going to make Cowork sound more like you and less like a robot. Now, for example, if you don't like the tone or maybe the structure or how any of this is worded, then you can just use natural language prompts down below here to refine the skill, saying, hey, update the skill for this, and then it will work through that task. Now, down below here, the how to use it. This is really important when we look at the trigger, which is what we're going to look at next. But for right now, I just want us to look at creating a skill. So at the bottom of this skill output, we have our skill and we have a quality report. We can see our outputs on the right-hand side here. And we also can see that the skill used in this conversation, which we'll take a look at this in a bit as well, is skill management. So we used a skill to create a skill. Now, this has been triggered naturally through our conversation. And again, we're going to get to triggers in just a moment. So if we open up this skill quality report, I kind of like looking through these things because It's going to give you some context into how this skill is going to work. We can see that it's got 96 out of 100. The risk is medium. So this is really a strong skill. If there are, any red flags that you see here where things aren't strong, or maybe you have a really low rating, then you might want to improve your skill. Now, if we also expand this skill document, then we can see this skill here in action. So, a skill is actually just a file that is stored in our OneDrive. So we can head up to the app launcher on the top left, open up OneDrive. We can pop into My Files, Documents, and then Cowork. So here we can see all of our Cowork content that is automatically stored here. And we're looking for skills, and we'll see that Sound Like Me skill has been added. So if we open that up, then we'll see that skill file as well as that quality report JSON. Now we are going to take a closer look at the trigger, and there are two ways that we can turn on this skill. So the first one is we can turn this on manually. So for example, we could say, help me draft a reply to the most recent email in my inbox using, and then we can press that / key. We can locate our skills. And we'll see at the top here that we have that custom skills, which is Sound Like Me. So we can select that. We can press enter to send our prompt. And we can see here that Cowork is now working through this task. And on the right hand side, that skills and plugin, we have that Sound Like Me skill is being used in this task conversation. Now let's take a look at how we can use this trigger through natural language. So this time I'm just going to prompt and say, draft a reply to the most recent email in my inbox in my voice. Now, there are a couple of trigger words here, which is draft a reply, as well as email, and then my voice. So in 1 second here, we're just going to see, yeah, there it is. We have that skills and plugin, and the Sound Like Me skill has automatically been detected. So now that skill is going to be used in this conversation. But understanding how this trigger works and how you can use natural language to get it to detect automatically is going to be a bit of a challenge unless if you understand how the skill is set up. So now we can pop into customize, we'll go into skills, and we'll open up our skill. And we'll see here when to use. So when Amy asks to reply to, respond to, or draft an email in my voice as me, the way I'd write it. Or if Amy asks to rewrite a draft so it sounds like me, or any email compose a reply where matching the personal tone is the point. So this when to use and also when not to use are going to be that trigger. So this here is really the language that you need to use to make this automatically trigger when you are in those conversations. Now, if yours isn't triggering the way that you want it to, then you can start a new chat conversation, say, update this, or maybe just say exactly what the problem is and then have Cowork update the skill for you. Now, I just wanted to pause here to say that Cowork is on a pay as you go billing. So if you start a new task and you see a warning at the top that you are out of credits or you've reached your monthly limit, then this is your organization basically setting up budgets, in which case you are going to be limited on the amount of Cowork that you can use. So instead, what I'd recommend doing here is using the regular Copilot chat for some tasks and then Cowork for others. There are a ton of great features in regular Copilot chat. And if you do want to learn how you can get better results and utilize some of those features, then I recommend downloading my Copilot Starter Pack that I have linked in the description of this video. Now we're going to take a look at how we can create skills for more complex tasks. So for example, the Sound Like Me skill, it is quite simple, but as your tasks get more complex, you might want to create a group of skills together. So, for example, at Amy's Animal Shop, I generate this weekly pup date report every week. Now, this document in itself has its own structure and layout, but these individual sections have their own parameters. So, I could ask Cowork to create one skill to generate this document, but because each of these sections have their own style and layout, the skill might be a little bit more complex and the AI might get confused. So instead, We can start a new chat conversation. I'm just going to type this prompt here. We'll review that in just a second. And I'm just going to press that forward slash and reference my document. So here it is. Now I'm just going to press enter. So in this case, I'm saying create a main skill with reference skills to help me draft this weekly pup date report each week. The main skill can be for the overall report tone, style, and length, but reference skills for each of the sections. And then I've defined the sections that I want those individual reference skills for. So let's just give Cowork a minute and then we'll pop back in. So here we can see Cowork has worked through that. Again, we have, our main skill here, and then we have these individual sub skills as well as that quality report. Now, if we pop into our skills area, if we expand this new skill that's been created, we've got these additional reference files. So we now have this main skill, which Cowork will reference, that has the general guidelines for this document. But then when we get into these individual sections, it's saying reference these documents. So this basically keeps your instructions in their own lanes. Similarly, if we pop into OneDrive, we can expand our new skill. We have that main skill, that quality report, and then our reference files are in here. So this keeps everything nice and tidy while keeping your instructions in their own lanes to get better results with Cowork. Now let's take a look at 3 ways that we can manage our skills. So if we pop into customize and go to skills, then you may have created an amazing skill that you want to share with one of your colleagues. In which case we can select that skill. And then from the top right here, we can select share. And then right now it is only you, so it's private, but we can also define specific users in your organization. You can add a name, a group, an email, or even a Microsoft team. Or there may even be a time where you decide that you want to delete a skill, in which case from this area here, we can select these 3 dots on the top right and delete our skill. I have also achieved this just through a regular conversation, referencing that skill and asking Cowork to delete it for me. And there may also be times where you want to edit one of your skills if it's not working the way that you want, in which case I would recommend going new task, then pressing that forward slash key, locating the exact skill, and then just using natural language to describe your issue and then having Cowork edit the skill for you. And as I mentioned earlier, Copilot Cowork is on that pay-as-you-go billing. So if you do want to learn how you can get better results using Copilot Chat, then you can download my Copilot Starter Pack here. And then you can watch this video here for my tutorial on how to use Cowork.